Good morning, Year 6. So today we are going to look at commas for clarity. So this means making sure that we use our commas in a way that makes our writing clear. So first of all, what does clarity mean? So as I've just said, clarity means to make sure that your writing is cohesive, clear, to make sure that the meaning is explicit. Have a look at this sentence. Why do you think the comma has been used? So we've got three sentences. So our first sentence, Max had bought cheese, pickle and sausage rolls for the picnic. Second sentence, the rain was certainly heavy, but the sun hadn't gone for good. Third sentence, the artist, who was a bit of a dreamer, painted the sea. So why do you think the commas have been used? What are their purpose? Think about all the things we have learnt this year in Year 6. This one might be the easiest one to do first to get you on the right lines. Have a think. Okay, so the first sentence, Max had bought cheese, pickle and sausage rolls for the picnic. This comma has been used to locate a list. Okay, because we've got cheese, pickle, sausage rolls. That is a list. The second sentence, this is the trickier one. The rain was certainly heavy, but the sun hasn't gone for good. So this comma here is used to separate your two clauses. So you've got your main clause, the rain was certainly heavy, and your subordinate clause, but the sun hadn't gone for good. And your last one, the artist, who was a bit of a dreamer, painted the sea. The commas are used to separate your relative clause, which is who was a bit of a dreamer. Well done if you located those correctly. So why do we use commas then? Have a think. What is the purpose of using a comma? So commas can be used to separate a list, add extra information to a sentence, or after a fronted adverbial, or after direct speech. So you'd separate your fronted adverbial from the rest of your clause with a comma, and you'd separate your direct speech from the rest of your clause with a comma. And adding extra information to a sentence could be your relative clause or your parenthesis. And as we all know, to separate items in a list also. So today we're going to look at using commas in order to clarify meaning. So if commas are used incorrectly, then a sentence can be interpreted in different ways, as we will see in a minute. Have a look at these two pictures and two sentences. This sentence is lower please with a comma in it. This sentence just says lower please. So as you can see, the sentence lower please with a comma in it is asking somebody to lower something like a picture on the wall. Whereas the second sentence without the comma in it, lower please, sounds as if you are asking to lower the word please. Have a look at these two sentences. I'd like you to draw how you would interpret each of them. So we've got slow children crossing and we've got slow children crossing. Pause the video and have a go at drawing the meanings of each of these sentences. Don't worry about making your drawing really elaborate, really detailed. You could draw stickmen if you want. Just have a go at interpreting these sentences. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, let's have a look then. So, the first one, slow children crossing, gives the impression that the children are walking really slowly across the road. Whereas the second one, slow children crossing, is making cars aware that they have to drive slower because there are children crossing the road. Have a look at this one. So we've got look at that blue bearded man, or look at that blue bearded man. So have a go at drawing each of these sentences. Okay? Pause the video and have a go. Remember, you do not have to draw them in detail. You can sketch them, draw stickmen, it's up to you. Okay, let's have a look then. So the first one, look at that blue bearded man, gives the impression that the man himself is blue, just with a beard. Whereas the second one, look at that blue bearded man, gives the impression that the man has a blue beard. So can we see how using commas can change the meaning of the sentences? So what I would like you to do is have a look at the following sentences. If you think they are unclear, add a comma. So the way to check whether they're unclear really is whether you have to read them again. If you have to read the sentence again, it means really that it is unclear and that you could probably use a comma to make it more clear. So we've got, the rabbit had long, sharp, pointy teeth. As the campfire sat around I'll start that one again. As the campfire sat around the fire eating, the bear stayed in the bushes. Hetty dressed and performed for the packed audience. While the onions were cooking, soup was brought from the shop. Pause the video and see if you need to see if you need to add a comma into any of the sentences to make them clearer. Okay, let's have a look then. So the first one, we've got a list. We've got long, sharp, and pointy. So we need our commas in our list. So the rabbit had long, sharp, pointy teeth. The second one, as the campers sat around the fire eating, the bear stayed in the bushes. So this is our frontal adverbial phrase here. If we didn't have the comma, the reason why this one is quite ambiguous is because at first you read it and it seems like the campers are sat around the fire eating the bear. The next one, Hetty dressed and performed for the packed audience. Without the comma, it sounds like Hetty is getting dressed in front of the audience as well as performing for them. This one, while the onions were cooking, soup was bought from the shop. Without the comma, the first time you read this one, it sounds like the onions were cooking the soup. So these sentences then could have more than one meaning. Add a comma and then explain the two meanings. So we've got let's eat, Grandpa. When the lightning turned incredibly bright yellow, people began to get scared. Hurry up and shoot, Grandad. When she's not working, she loves eating her dog and her family. Pause the video, see if you can add commas, and see if you can decide what each of the sentences means. Okay, so this first one then, let's eat, Grandpa. It sounds like we are actually eating Grandpa. When the lightning turned incredibly bright, yellow people began to get scared. This one sounds like the people are yellow. This next one, hurry up and shoot, Grandad. It sounds like we're actually shooting Grandad. And the last one, when she's not working, she loves to eat her dog and her family. So this one sounds like she eats her dog and her family when she's not working. Let's see how we can change the meanings with commas. So we've got let's eat, Grandpa. So that sounds like a grandson, granddaughter is talking to their grandpa, saying, let's eat. The next one, when the lightning turned incredibly bright yellow, people began to get scared. So this one now sounds like the lightning is a bright yellow colour, and then just people began to get scared. They're not yellow this time, these people. The next one, hurry up and shoot, Grandad. This one sounds like a granddaughter, grandson again is talking to their granddad, telling them to hurry up and shoot. And the last one, when she's not working, she loves eating her dog and her family. Now we've still missed a comma out of this one because we need one here as well, don't we? So when she's not working, she loves eating her dog and her family. So we're listing the things that she likes when she's not working. Well done today, Year 6. I'll speak to you again soon.